Hi there, this is Joe from ShopTo, and once again I'm joined by Dan.
Hello.
And this is our Bloodborne The Old Hunters review. Now, if you don't know, this is new DLC which released for Bloodborne this week. Dan's been playing it because I'm absolutely terrible at Bloodborne and can't even get past the first bad guy, so...
Well, the first few days of playing this, it's a similar situation. It's getting quite stressful thinking, how do I review a game where I can't beat the first person, let alone the first boss?
It was so funny. I posted, I'd done a video the first 15 minutes of Bloodborne, and all it was me getting killed by the very first enemy over and over again. Then I threw it out the window.
That was in March time, wasn't it, I think, when this game came out originally. And other games get in the way. I mean, shortly after this, the updated version of Dark Souls 2 came out, so I put all my time into that, and coming back to this was just brutal. And a lot of kind of just trying to reteach myself everything about this game.
There's quite an odd way to get into the actual DLC.
It is, well,
DLC,
this is DLC done slightly differently, but done so well. With the Old Hunters, it's quite a hefty download. You kick off the game, the world is pretty much as it was before when you last played the game. You go to I think it's the churchyard, or the graveyard or something, where you meet, you're basically the main hub of the game. And there's an area called the Cathedral Ward which you can warp to. Just to the left, and in a small little graveyard, there's an unassuming dead man. The world is littered with them. But if you hang around that, then you are literally grabbed by a giant spectre, who then warps you to the Hunter's Nightmare. And that's the beginning of the DLC. I didn't realise at first, but you don't have to do this each and every time. Once you've done it once, then a new gravestone appears back in the main game hub where you can go backwards and forwards. So I didn't quite figure that out. And so in classic, not just Bloodborne, but Dark Souls sort of games, there's not an explanation to how these things work. It's just a matter of you just figuring things out. But yeah, the Cathedral Ward, just to the left of that area, is where you first kick the game off.
Yeah. And it's difficult, I take it.
Full on. I had to actually go back to the main game and level my character up quite a bit, just to even have a chance. There's a recommended average of about level 65. I was on, the 40s, but I've leveled up a little bit more, and I'm flying through. I've not completed it, and I'll be totally honest about that, because it's still really hard. But my experience so far has been just loving it. So once I got past the first hump and just relearned the game, absolutely a great way to just have a bit of DLC on a game that's a good few months old now.
Is it quite a chunk of extra content? Is it?
Yeah, well, you've got classic the single player area. It's the same sort of idea as before. It's a maze-like structure. You're walking through, you're taking on numerous ambushes and attacks from a huge range of new baddies. There are some hunters that walk the nightmares who are like yourself. They've got the pistol in one hand and the chain or another weapon in the other, and they are brutal, and they will just pour it on. Taking one on at a time is hard enough. One with another gang of people is nigh impossible. Again, you walk around certain areas, your backside itself, and gives you a chance to go back to your hub and use all your blood to level up again. And then you slowly walk through, and you come through some amazing. I mean, you see from the videos I've posted on here, there are some great new areas in there. There's a huge river of blood with some crazy beasts lurking around in there.
Lovely. I do like the art style of Bloodborne. It's very nice. It's very gothic and sort of dark, and it's good to look at, although a little bit freaky at the same time.
I mean, along with the game, obviously you've got the new content here. You have some new weapons that crop up. There's a great hammer. That its alternate weapon is you charge it slightly and it sets on fire. There's a new saw blade as well. There's lots of new clothes as well. There's also a new bell that you can ring in for co-op players, and there's also a new. I'm trying to think the word they use in Dark Souls now, but a new league. It's a league of people that you can actually join up in co-op, using the bell to bring in other players from around the world. You basically go on hunts with them to take out all the monsters that lurk around and slowly level yourself up through that way.
Yeah, that sounds like a good way of doing it, having somebody help you.
really need it. I mean, there are obviously computer-controlled characters that you can bring in at certain points in the game to help you out. But at any point, or at most points of the game, you can ring a bell at a small cost for someone else to join you and help out with, especially with some of the bosses, because I mean they are. I don't know how you can take them on your own, to be honest, with that way.
No, it's just one of those games where I'm just like, I want to play it, but I can't.
It needs a bit of patience and just a little understanding of what's expected of you, because you're going to get killed a lot. And I think once you've got over that, there's a lot of enjoyment to be had. And the exploration and the sheer sort of the eye candy is just great. I mean, the monsters and so visceral. It's great.
How's the loading in the DLC when you do get killed?
Once you're in the game, it's smooth as, and you've got no trouble at all.
So that is one of the things that put me off the main
still
game.
There. If you're traversing between different areas, it's a bit of a wait. But
it's just, I remember when I was playing and I kept getting killed, and then you have to wait till you load in again, and it's quite frustrating.
Wind you up a bit, and also what can sort of aggravate as well is the way that co-op works. Is that if you die, that's it. You've got to start again, and you've got to sort of ring a bell, and that's, to me, whilst it's part of the backbone of what this game is, it also is a bit of a negative, because I wouldn't mind a hub where you can meet with players and then go forth.
Yeah.
Here you're wandering on your own and hoping that someone else is ringing a bell at the same time as you that will join you. And I say if you get killed, you got to load the level up again, and it can take a little bit longer than normal, but at the same time that gives you a chance just to sort of take a breath and calm down, because sometimes the deaths are so like, I can't believe I died there, I've got to start all over again kind of moment. But
it sounds worth it if you own Bloodborne already, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of games coming out now. There's an awful lot of games of a very high quality, and this is a reminder of how good this game was when it first came out.
Yeah,
and how to do DLC as well. Especially when we're talking about, like, on the podcast quite often, about season passes and the value of these things. This nails it totally.
Yeah, and obviously you can actually buy it at ShopTo on its own, and it comes with the DLC as well. I can't remember what the name of the new package is, but you can get it. Bloodborne, because it's come out again, almost got a Game of Year edition, and it includes the new DLC, so that's good as well. If you haven't played already, then it's good to know that the DLC is worth having, and obviously the main game's worth having, because it's brilliant. Even though I'm terrible at it, it is a brilliant game. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. Thanks for joining us for our review. Please remember to like and subscribe to our videos, and don't forget that you can order the game from ShopTo too. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.